Olá meus amigos, estamos aqui para mais uma live do Final Fantasy XVI. Estamos aqui na localidade do Fio da Seda, aqui na entrada do Distrito Lázaro. Vamos ver o que nos aguarda aí com Clive. Lembrando que eu faço lives na Twitch e reposto aí os vídeos, pelo menos aqui da série do Final Fantasy, né? Tô fazendo desse jeito, do Final Fantasy XVI. Repostando aí os vídeos no YouTube. Praticamente encaminhando os vídeos para o YouTube. Então quem quiser seguir também as minhas lives lá na Twitch, é muito bem-vindo. Opa. Quem é você? Quem são vocês? Bandidos, né?
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
É, não vai dar não. Temos que lutar. Ok, piece of cake, rapidinho, sem muito esforço.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that, and he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be.
Esse cara não era
When
o
you died.
do começo do jogo? Putz, é ele mesmo.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
Foi o que ajudou ele no começo, Sir Wade.
So wait.
Achei que tinha morrido.
We can speak inside.
Pô, acabou matando uns caras aí, né? Acabou matando uns caras da tropa do Sir Wade.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And Since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready.
Pra cima deles.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Beleza. Temos o mercador aqui.
What is it you require?
Opa, isso aqui eu não tenho não, hein? Rosa do deserto. Vou pegar uns 10 dessa aqui.
As you wish, my lord. Will that be all? May the blessing of the crystals go with you. Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in...
How small exactly?
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady Jill for comfort.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Very good.
Very good, my friend.
As you command.
As your command. Ok, vamos lá.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Ok. Escudo e chama. Membros do grupo. Durante a missão principal, companheiros diferentes dispostos a ajudar poderão viajar com Clive. Porém, dependendo do destino, eles podem preferir permanecer no esconderijo. Ok. Então, a missão é aqui. Vamos lá.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind.
E aí, Ambrósia?
That got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Yeah!
Opa.
You deserve a rest.
Ah, aqui é o pessoal fugindo, ó. Dos escudos pretos. Achei que fossem inimigos, né?
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Ah, vai rolar um quebra-pau aqui. A gente vai começar com um tornado.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog.
Os caras têm poser, né? Mas não se cansam de apanhar, coitados.
Then come, die along with your flame.
Coitados.
For us area! For us area!
Opa, os caras tá brabo, hein? Receba.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Sobrou quem?
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to find their battle for them.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Já foi. Olha ele aí, ó.
Will stand, albeit a misguided one.
Da hora essa armadura, hein,
In
cara.
taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Desce pro play, mano. Desce pro play.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Já era, filho. Ele escapou. Receba o tornado. Opa, uma quantidadezinha razoável. Caramba, ganhou bastante spoilers. Uma experiência razoável também. Derrotamos os caras, hein?
I
Tinha
don't
uma
see any more.
quantidade razoável de adversário aí.
Nor do I. The
did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? Sound strategy, my lord.
Missão concluída. Escudo e chama. Cinzas mágicas 80. Pegamos aí recompensas pra caramba, hein? A gente pode voltar ao esconderijo agora, hein?
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, it is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Lâmina queimada de Wade. Mais um selo obtido.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again.
A menos que você mereça, é fogo.
If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Porto Isolde, província imperial de Rosário. Olha que cidade bonita. Mansão Rossfield. Esse é o tio dele? Ainda não.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Chegou?
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! you would mock me as well.
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint
Ah, descalço.
the Unshard. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Acho que é alguma coisa que só ele sabe, né? É isso mesmo.
The infectious flax wench? Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Caramba, o tio gosta mesmo dele.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Teatro. Então ele sabe. Clive interpreta, hein?
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone.
Vai saber se ela não tá sendo possuída mesmo, né? Apesar que ela era ruim já, né?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who Pass me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Ok. Vamos passear de navio, hein?
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3
Será que esses
days.
dois ficar juntos, hein? Jill e Clive, Shiva e Ifrit.
Something on your mind?
Monsters.
Cara, muito da hora esse
When
gráfico.
I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that,
Então vamos
I
lá.
need to come to terms with my past.
Eu te ajudarei. Isso aí, Clive.
When you do, I'll be standing there with you,
Isso aí, Clive.
just as you stood with me.
Muito bem, mano. Tô shippando esses dois aí.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Ok, temos que voltar até o esconderijo. Meia hora de live. Cá estão os monstros.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom.
Mas antes, né?
Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Tem que falar com a Vivia. Nova carta. Nossa, tem bastante coisa aqui, hein?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just
Vamos
desserts.
sair no benfeitor. Acho que cadê aquele de 100 que tinha? Não tem mais. Olha, lasca de cristal. Medalhão do clérigo. Pios de lobo terrível. E tá. Quando passou de 100 aumentou o renome. Aí quando passar 350 aumenta de novo. E aí aparece mais tesouros, né? No momento tem 3. Isso aqui é interessante, hein? Pios de lobo terrível. Isso aqui é alguma coisa do cachorro lá.
Come again. I may have more for ya.
Deixa eu ver o que você tem pra mim. Se é que tem alguma coisa,
Anything
velho.
catch your eye?
Pô, você não tem nada, mano.
Seen enough?
E você? O que é que você tem pra gente aí? Novas missões? Ou ainda as 3? Essas 3 aqui eu já fiz, ó. Ah, tem mais uma missão. Opa!
There are new billets being.
Quando tem esse sinalzinho aí é porque tem alguma coisa boa. Aí tem mais um aqui também, ó. Peregrinação culinária. Tem 2.
Did every day.
How did we never hear about these guardians?
Fazer essas 2 aí primeiro, antes de fazer a da missão principal. Mas eu quero ver aqui também o que nos aguarda com relação ao ferreiro. Ah, não tem nada, velho, no ferreiro. Deixa eu ver, vamos ver, vamos ver.
Back, are ya? Sorry, will it be?
É, tem nada.
That it?
Falou aí, mano. Vamos ver o que temos aqui. Beleza. O Muro das Memórias tem mais uma coisa, que é maçãs. Maçãs Marcelli. E aqui temos as cartas. Opa, apareceu mais 3, hein? Tudo quieto no domínio. Olha aí. O Gage. Os Ermeques e os Imperiais estão no impasse. Rosnam uns para os outros. Presas expostas feito vira-latas. Mas ninguém toma iniciativa. Tipo aquela treta que você coloca a mão no meio e fala, cospe primeiro. Parece até que eles tocaram da pilha de merda do Chocobô fedorenta em que se meteram. Se eu fosse um homem de apostas, diria que esse conflito não vai começar tão cedo. Vou dando notícias, o game é da hora, hein? A chama mais brilhante. Ah, esse foi o Wade. Meu senhor Marquês, uma vez mais peço que perdoe as boas-vindas dos meus homens do Distrito Lázaro. Seguramente consegue entender que o senhor era a última pessoa que qualquer um de nós esperava ver em nossos portões. No diminuto espaço de tempo em que podemos estar na companhia um do outro, o Senhor mostrou ser o mesmo homem que acompanhei no vento manso há tantos anos, o verdadeiro portador do legado de seu pai. Quem dera Sir Tyler, o Lorde Comandante e todos os outros que se perderam naquela noite ainda estivessem entre nós para testemunhar quão brilhante fulgura a sua flama. Juro as espadas dos guardiões ao Senhor e a sua causa, e com orgulho coloco-me novamente ao seu lado. Isso aí, cara. Uma maçã por dia. Temos aí Otto. Um rapaz veio correndo do jardim com uma cesta de Marceles hoje cedo. Estavam doces como mel e frescas como a brisa da manhã. Eu disse para mim mesmo que só ia comer uma, mas se ninguém dá ouvidos ao velho Otto, eu também não tenho que dar. Diga ao Nigel e aos companheiros dele que eles fizeram um ótimo trabalho. Teve uma época em que só se via Sid comendo as maçãs, apesar do gosto terrível que tinha. Mas para ele o sabor não era importante, e sim o que elas representavam. Nossa capacidade de sobrevivermos por conta própria. E olha só para nós agora, Sid ficaria orgulhoso. O Sid infelizmente faleceu. Provavelmente a gente vai achar um companheiro, hein? Naquela outra missão, mas eu vou fazer essa daqui primeiro, que é com esse rapaz.
Take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valis. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in...
Think I'll stick...
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has...
If it's my blessing you're hoping for.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first, but you're made of sterner stuff.
Ok. Vamos ganhar 10 renomes, então temos que fazer.
Won't be taking no for an answer.
Fantastic!
So,
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the Gormans of Oriflamme. The only... a beast.
does the book say anything?
Well, only that the sweet...
Roses. One of the butchers in Marth.
Ok. Peregrinação culinária. Vamos lá. Onde que eu faço isso? Ah, fale com o açougueiro no repouso de Marta. Vamos lá já já. Deixa eu pegar o outro aqui também, a outra missão. Musiquinha legalzinha. Ainda não vou falar com a Vivian, vai ficar para outra live provavelmente. Antes eu vou falar com esse cara aqui, o August. E aí, mano, beleza? Esse cara fala rápido, hein?
Whatever it is, it's like he's lost his spark, you know? But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he...
Mais 10, hein? Casa de Ferreiro.
Fine.
Mais 10 renomes.
Knew you'd done this.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Casa de Ferreiro. Ok, tá por aqui? Ah, tem que falar com o nosso ferreiro, né? Nosso ferreiro preferido. O antipático. Vamos lá. Fale com Blackthorn.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Cat.
First August. What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
I told you not to stick your nose in my business.
Clive just wants to help, innit? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better. Please, mate.
Phil, shut your... It's nothing, not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arm. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And out there. You happy? You got what you came for? Now
all right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid pig.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work. Which will only...
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Vamos lá falar com a Sharon. Sharon Stone.
Karen. Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties.
See.
He did tell me something though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hides.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board.
Opa, quadro de caçada, aí sim.
I was excited. Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Cairnorvin, that was it.
Thank you, Karen.
At least you admit
Vamos
it.
caçar um monstro, hein?
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the market.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us.
Que maravilha. Vamos lá no quadro. Vamos atrás de um hipogrifo. Adoro missõezinhas aí. É top isso nos RPGs. Vamos lá. E aí, tem mais missão fora do hipogrifo? Pergunte sobre os relatos. Vai ter só os 3 aqui, né? Opa, olha aí, ó. Hipogrifo é rank B, viu? Ele está no portão oeste de Cairnorvent. É o tal do hipogrifo. Classe B, hein? Enquanto passava por uma trilha que conecta Ala Perdida e Cairnorvent, um dos nossos membros se deparou com um vento tão forte que tossia os troncos dos velhos carvalhos e ouviu um grito tão terrível que fez sair correndo. Ao serem questionados, os habitantes locais contaram que nessa área há um grifo ancião conhecido como hipogrifo, uma criatura odiada por seu apetite por chocobô e crianças. Caramba! Vamos ver o que esse rapaz aqui tem a dizer. Acho que é isso, hein? Vamos lá, então, para a nossa viagem. Vamos aí para Cairnorvent, caçar o hipogrifo. Olho sagrado, mão sagrada, deve ser por aqui, ó. Vamos lá. Ok, mirando aqui. Será que dá pra passar por aquele botão? Tem que achar o tal do hipogrifo aí. É aqui mesmo. Não é bem aqui, né? Deve ser por aqui, hein? Agora tá no caminho certo. Será que ele tá aqui, ó? Aqui tem cara de ter algum monstro. Caramba, velho. Ah, filha da mãe. Receba. É, não era aqui. Caramba, onde vai estar esse hipogrifo, hein? Chegamos à tal da ala perdida. É por aqui, ó. Ele deve estar por aqui, ó. É, beleza, eu completei o mapa. Já é alguma coisa. Deixa eu ver um pouco uma beleza. Vamos lá. Ah, vamos fazer uma coisinha aqui, né? Que já deveria ter feito. É esse? É. Aprimorar por level máximo as chamas ascendentes. O bichão ficou bravo agora. Com essa aí vai dar um regaço essa chama aí agora. Não dá pra chamar o Chocobo. Acredito que seja por aqui, velhos. Espero encontrar ele aqui agora. Procurar esse hipogrifo aí. Vale Norvent. É por aqui. Rápido. Ele deve estar em um campo aberto. Ele deve ser pra cá. Seria ele ali? Não. Caramba, hein? Tem um portão aqui. Vamos vasculhar. Na hora a gente acha ele. Achou um cronólito, que ainda não estou dando para usar esses aí. Tem que descobrir depois como usa esse negócio.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Achamos, ó. Tá lá em cima, velho. Ah, filho da mãe. Sabia que eu ia achar você. Você não é tão esperto assim.
You deserve a rest.
Deixa eu ver como é que tá meu equipamento. Esquiva oportuna. Desce aí. Olha lá. Pra cima dele. Hipogrifo Rank B. Vai dar bastante dinheiro e alguns renomes. Já começamos desse jeito. Caramba! Ah, ele não vai aguentar. Já era. Acabou. Quantidade boa de experiência. Pontos de habilidade, também quantidade boa. Escarlatita, esse é novo, hein? Feito. Opa. Com certeza.
Yes, that griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the...
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker.
Not so lowly from what I... You remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy one. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a... She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well...
You should be. He's a master of his art.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glory... And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman. I'd dearly love to help a fellow. Actually, I suppose you could give him.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know...
You sure?
Well, you did save my... And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. Short of showing him how...
In that case?
I'd be much obliged if you... Right. I've got some griefs. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
Ok.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Agora é só entregar o couro tratado ao Blackthorn. Mas antes... Vamos lá no repouso da Marta. Que é por aqui, eu acho. Aqui, ó. Pra já fazer as duas missões, né? Fale com o açougueiro no repouso da Marta. Aí. Cá estamos nós.
Welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got to get
Unwanted violets. If you have them.
Boy, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. And there was a war on, that sort of thing. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do.
Great, thank you.
Vamos lá. Para os 3 juncos aí.
Stay sharp.
Por aqui? Isso. Só seguir a ponte. Procure por escorpiões nos pântanos da região. Então vamos lá. Fazer aí essas missõezinhas. Vai ser bem rápido. Olha eles lá.
is. I used to know what I'm up against.
Violeta inusitada. É um item-chave.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Tá, agora é só ir pro esconderijo, né? Entregar aí os itens. Já recebi as 2 recompensas. Simples assim. Vou entregar logo para esse cara. O tal do Ivan.
Did you find our mystery in...
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into... I present Chance's stew. Risen once a grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm mad.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl. Oh, its teeth! What an assault on the senses! It's like, and yet, it takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours. I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl, a single mouthful, and Molly will be...
Começar. A criação do escorpião é fogo, hein? Beleza. Um Z-nomezinho aumentado. Insígnia de Valentia. Mais um, ó. Aumenta a defesa e o ataque. Isso é bom, hein? E mais 30. Agora vamos aí falar com o nosso ferreiro.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunk...
I found him. And he asked me to give you this.
Couro tratado.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no...
So that's his secret. Crafty, but good few times too. I wonder it's... And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the...
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking. Turns out, he's from Tabor. Then again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which...
Then we better keep this close to our chest.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this... I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have... Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on.
Ok, vai fazer algumas roupas agora? O cara se animou, hein?
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Black. Right, now that's sorted. I've got thanks, Clive.
Missão concluída. Ainda subiu de nível. Tá com quanto agora? 29. Opa. Necessário para fabricar o cinto de matador de dragão. Esquema do cinto de matador de dragão. Ok. Projeto do cinto de matador de dragão desbloqueado. Ah, abriu um negócio diferente aí. Esquemas. Você obteve o esquema do cinto de matador de dragão. Esquema de desbloqueio novos projetos de criação do martelo preto. Visite Blackthorn no esconderijo para obter mais detalhes sobre os requisitos dos materiais. Então tem que ir atrás desses materiais aí.
So, what'll it be?
Que esse aqui, ó. Tem que ter o tal do elétron. Nossa, aumenta 29 a defesa e 11 o pontos de vida.
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Bring me the materials and I'll think about it.
Esse tal de elétron aqui, ó. É o que falta. Muito bem. A gente sabe que é de alguma missão que já apareceu no quadro de caçadas pelo jeito, hein? E deve ser algum dragão. Não, ainda não apareceu não. Mas apareceu algum item aqui, ó.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Olha aí. Lasca de cristal e o tal da... Uma rosa é uma rosa. A bobina de orquestra mecânica. Uma rosa é uma rosa, beleza. Feito. Depois tem o medalhão do clérigo.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Mais alguma? Não. Então é isso, pessoal. Encerra a live por aqui. Muito obrigado. Até a próxima. Valeu, fui.